Well, the Browns fired their head coach today. He was relieved of his duties, to put it that way. And my only thing I got to say about that is Jimmy Haslem is an idiot. You went on a freaking radio show and you said that you were the one who wanted the Deshaun Watson trade. You were the one who said that you wanted an adult at quarterback when we had Baker Mayfield, who took Tampa Bay to the playoffs 3 times now. Count them, 3 times now. And as a playoff victory, last quarterback to take the Browns to the playoffs. You were the one who wanted Deshaun Watson. You were the one who wanted that. So you calculated that. Later on, it was determined you were the one who said, I didn't want Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders was the best thing we had all year at quarterback. It was reported when Joe Flacco was traded that Kevin Stefanski did not know that Joe Flacco was going to be traded, and you and Andrew Berry made that decision. You pushed Andrew Berry to trade him away so we didn't have a veteran to look at our rookies. You were the one that put all the drama about putting a dome in Cleveland and spending all this money and air traffic control and all this other stuff, making this shenanigans. Jimmy Haslem just made a giant mistake. You just fired a 2-time coach of the year because you screwed him out of first-round draft picks. You screwed him. How is any coach supposed to be successful when you're not getting the cream of the crop in the draft? Look at the draft we got last year. Fannin, Judkins, Schlesinger. I mean, the list goes on. Before that, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, Grant Delpit, the cornerbacks. I mean, we have a roster. And then you know that we're about to start working on our offense, right? Like, we're trying to build this team. Like, we just built this amazing defense over the last 5 years, and we have these young pieces, these veterans that are doing so much good. And what do? You fire him when arguably there's 2 great receivers coming out. There's linemen all over the place. So we focused on building this great defense that's going to be a cornerstone for us. And Kevin and Andrew Berry working side by side, getting it done. And you fire Kevin Stefanski before we can even get all these picks going. This is why Cleveland can't be successful. This is why organizations hurry up, change coaches, change people, and don't build consistency. I'm sorry, man, but like Isaiah Bond was being developed. I thought he was doing really great. Judkins was amazing. Sampson, amazing. Sanders, the other running back, he looked like he was getting developed. Good stuff. Jimmy Haslem used Kevin Stefanski as a scapegoat because Jimmy Haslem was the one who took away all of our draft picks and all of our cap space because he wanted Deshaun Watson, and he went on radio and he admitted it. I feel bad. I do. I feel bad for the players, and I feel bad for a lot of people. Like, I get it, Jim Schwartz might get the head coaching job. I don't know from what I heard, but how do you do that to Kevin Stefanski? The dude's trying with whatever he has to go out there and win games. We're not getting a lot of production. Jerry Jeudy's out there, stone hands, can't get separation. Cedric Tillman's a bum. We have all these bum receivers. Njoku missed half the season. Fannin's looking like an all-pro, and the pieces that we have that are good are great, but it's the same story. And I'm sorry. It's like a damper video, kind of frustrated video, because I didn't want to see that Kevin Stefanski was relieved of his duties today. I didn't want to see that because our organization over the last 3 years, even though we've lost some games, was building consistency. We were building a team. You could see it. You could see that we were getting offensive pieces. Finally, you're getting offense. Our defense is built. Everything's looking good. We got 2 stud running backs to replace Nick Chubb. We got a backup running back. Got 1A, 1B. Sampson and Judkins got a good new tight end. Brought in a receiver to help out, which he was getting good targets from Shador downfield. Like, they were connecting, working on reverses, good speed. And then you fire Kevin Stefanski. I don't know, man. Let's see who they hire. We'll see what happens. But I don't think that's fair to Kevin Stefanski. And I know there's a lot of people who say, oh, Kevin needed fired because there wasn't a lot going on. But holy crap. I don't agree with it. I don't like it personally. And we got to live with it. And we'll see what happens with this year. See what happens with the staff, and see if we keep our defensive coordinator, see what we do keep. I mean, Tommy Reese needs to leave. If Kevin's gone, Tommy Reese needs to leave because he was the play caller the last half of the season. So I don't know, man. So I don't know. It's rough being a Browns fan. It really is. It's really rough being a Browns fan because, like, the not only is, like, the media toxic in Cleveland, but also, like, the fan base is toxic in Cleveland. And it's sad because I think if we had, like, a more positive fan base and social media wasn't what it is, I think Kevin's still a head coach. And I think we start building on that offense this year. I think we keep going on the offense, and then we start, working on that offensive line and things like that, and we try to get things going. I mean, we tried to build an offensive line with Coughlin and DeJuan Jones, and they're just too injury prone. We tried to get tackles, injury prone. Tried to get wide receivers, Jerry Jude. We tried to make plays. We tried to make a splash, but limited cap room because we got $256 million. Thanks, Jimmy Haslem, on Deshaun Watson. That's just what it is. So I don't know. Not too happy, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I don't like Jimmy Haslam at all. I think he's just like Jerry Jones, controls everything and has no idea what he's doing. So, but I'm different. I'm patient. And that's the news of the day. Jimmy Haslam's an idiot. Have a good one.